snake pit, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Horned Frogs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Houston's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the band they rally around, and that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
First down here for the offense. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Wants to throw on second down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes. What they need to move the sticks.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in with easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times, not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Yeah, it's the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So TCU's offense will take the field for the first time. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. On first down, here comes this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. After the misfire, now on second down. Give to the running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Cougars trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's going to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's York. Stopped after making the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Finds a man on the left. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the red zone, it's Need. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best, throwing the ball.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the path so I can have more success.
The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play. Caught
near the sticks. It's York. He steps out of... first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll line up for a second down play. Quick release on the RPO. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Cougars are marching down the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for.
To the wideout.
Explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Brings up.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw it again. He snares it in the end zone. A first down for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he...
Cougars take
The 32.
Let's go. 2 interceptions already for this linebacker. Unbelievable job understanding passing situation, how to get in passing lanes, how to get his second pick. Dude, he's going to the sidelines, brag.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play.
Hauls it in.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that.
Looking to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce.
Got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field.
Running toward the tape. At the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Knox. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Works the middle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the 1st, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st half.
Looking for room. It's Need. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Coming after him. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on... TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cut into this.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown! Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The give to the back. On the move at the 30. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out quickly. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really... Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
TCU. Offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Quarterback checking the play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lets it fly. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, TCU! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Movement here from the tight end. On the move, it's Haynes. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And that one will give him the lead. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackle was made after the first down. Here's this up. Downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. The scoreboard instead, it's 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Finds a tight end down the gut. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Off-play action on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going?
Ball in the air, intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll go with a direct snap. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Trying to get to it. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
They move the tight end all over. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Houston offense comes onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Fires to the tight end. Smashes through. Oh, look out. There he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Going to the running game. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Houston wants to play fast. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not...
Lets it fly. makes the catch on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He's going to pass on second down. Floating away. Lets it fly. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection.
Falls incomplete.
Play.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
He wants to throw here on second down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Second down coming up.
Looking to throw on second down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab enough for the first. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Cougar! open space. The band might as well start playing. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback will audible. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. He's looking to throw. Going over the top. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, TC. Here comes the Houston offense once again. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of...
Got a lot of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he's...
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To the air on first down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
Brings up second down.
On second down, wants to throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
I guess they believe the entire field is four-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Complete out of the backfield. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, TCU.
One more play to pad the stats. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking for an open man on second down. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters.